Alright, good morning everybody. This is Skipper returning from the restroom. It's about 11 o'clock or so coming up. Again, it's a beautiful, beautiful day here. So I promised some of you my tool list, and I learned to collect the tools from one of the best sailors I know, Lundeen. And I was inspired to make this collection after actually witnessing this man completely repair his boat right next door to a pillar of the Golden Gate Bridge when his ignition all of a sudden failed. And Jim was there, Kathy was there, I don't think Sanjay was there, but Jim and Kathy were there, Jill was there when that happened. And it amazed me, man, how quickly he was able to fix everything. And so he told me, Roberto, you need to be able to turn every screw on your boat. So, I invested in all these tools. I should give you a quick tour. This is called the Shipyard's tool set from West Marine. I've had that for about 3 months. It's come in handy many times, man. These little end wrenches really help out. Even these little Phillips extenders, even that wire cutter thing helped when I installed the ground for that unit. I have my own wire over here that I run now. I know how to run wire. You know, my experience now with the DC system on this boat, I can pretty much now, I've dived enough into the electronics where I'm not afraid anymore, you know. But anyway, I have my Shipyard tool set there. Then my small tool kit, which is more readily available, if it's just like, you know, normal repairs, you can take this stuff out, which has some of the stuff that this one has, but not all of it, right? This one has an electric screwdriver as well. These are good for fastening screws or unfastening screws. It's not a drill. You still need the right angle drill. But for regular screws, these screwdrivers work really well. This one's one of them is electric. It charges through USB, so you don't have to worry about it. This one as well. That's my little pinky, I call it. Really, really helpful. And it's powerful. You wouldn't imagine that something that charges USB is powerful, but this thing is really powerful, man. Get your fingers jammed in here, you'll find out. So I have a couple of electric screwdrivers, a hammer here, a little hammer. I have a mallet. You know, you always need one of those, and a hammer. You use a mallet when you're going to hit something you don't really want to damage. Of course, this hammer is going to damage anything you hit with that. And then here I have an assortment of specialized knives and folding tools, okay? These tools are really unique, and sometimes you can really use them, okay? This one here, I think was given to me by Jim Harvey, okay? And I use this occasionally. This is spikes. I can't think of the name of the term, but this allows you to untie knots, right? If you get a knot in your jib sheet, for example, and you can't get it out, you can use this. You can wiggle this in between, and it'll let you, slowly get that knot out. And it works very, very well. It also has a very sharp edge here, extremely sharp. If you're not careful with this knife, man, you will literally cut your finger off, I swear. It's really sharp. Sometimes I wear this on my jacket as well. This is given to me by Jim Harvey. Thank you, Jim. I believe so. Okay, that's that one. This one's a West Marine knife. Same thing, man. Really sharp. These are rigging knives, right? These are rigging tools, and the rigging tools are used to fix your, your standing rigging anyway. Oh, some of your running rigging too. To repair like your jib sheet or something. If you needed to cut a line real quick. These sharp knives, man, really accomplish that really easily. Okay, that's another one. Okay. Then I have a multi. Okay, so this is basically, a fancy blade, right? Can be used for a lot of things. Same thing, gotta be careful. All the tools that are in this one are very hazardous, and I don't want the kids to get near this, right? Special cutting tools, adults only, because they're so sharp. That's why I put them in this box. Kind of protect the kids. This has a multiple tool thing, like a camper's thing. I really haven't had the time to look into this, but this is called a Leatherman's tool, whatever that is. These are fine tools that are very hard. I mean, you can't break them very easily. They look fragile, but they're very sturdy. I have that one. Over this one. Then I have this other one that folds up to a multitude of tools. It can be used for all kinds of stuff, man. This one actually literally opens up all your fingers. Let me show it to you. Literally opens up all these different tools that you can use on your boat. Sometimes one unique thing that you need that could be in here that you might not otherwise have, right? Like for example, this one's pretty easy to identify. This is going to cut a rope with no problem. Look at that. That's serrated. Let me show this. That one right there is going to cut right through a rope. I mean, it's extremely sharp and you know, has those edges on it. There's of course a beer opener, a bottle opener, always got to be with a sailor. A couple of files, and then of course the main thing here is these pliers that are on the end, right? That's the main damage right there. But it is a very sturdy tool, stainless steel, very reliable. I carry that all the time as well. And all these things fold back in, so I just folded them all back in. You can see them. They all fold back in, so if you don't need them, just like a regular pair of pliers. That one. What else is in the goodies here? So this is a multi-purpose tool. It's called a shard, made by Gerber, and it just has a bunch of stuff on it. It also has a bottle opener. Why a bottle opener is always associated with sailing, I have no idea. Must be all the booze. And then here it has a little Phillips screwdriver tip on that end. You can really see it. And you can use one of these if you need it. You know, it's a multi-tool for a boat. You can use a short screwdriver if you needed that one, a little shorter one there. But anyway, this is called a shard, and it's a multi-use for onboard ships. So what else do I have in here? That's pretty much it. That's just a clip. Well, this is a cover for this one here. This is very dangerous. Very dangerous. And that's why I want to be careful with these kids, man. I can't let them get near this stuff. So these are all little specialized tools. And I keep them all in here so I don't lose track of them, right? Because I know, man, you lose a tool, it's going to be there, right? It's definitely where you put it, and it's going to show up sooner or later. You buy it, and then the next day it pops up. I've been through that a few times. But that's in there. Here I have a full array of batteries. These are smaller batteries, AAA, alkaline batteries, and AA alkaline batteries. Because you never know, man. So I have those. I also have a bunch of C-size batteries and D-size batteries, the big ones, right? The C-size batteries I use in my flood lamp. The D ones I don't have anything to use them for yet. I mean, I just bought, a bunch of batteries. And so I have hanging hardware, a bunch of other stuff. And then the magical thing is, believe it or not, is Velcro. Velcro works well for a lot of things, and I got that from Chris too. Any little thing you need to be stuck out of the way, use Velcro, man. It works real well. So here I have my electrical stuff. I have every electrical connector that you could possibly want on board a boat or need. And this came in handy because I wired that ground wire, that green ground wire that you saw. That was a combination of one of these guys right here. Right? There's the blue. Right? You saw that. There's the blue. With a green wire lead that goes in there, and you crimp it, and you strip it, and you crimp it, and it makes a nice solid connection with no issues with tape. Right? There's no taping going on. It's all solidly connected by the fact that you crimped it in there. You stripped it and you crimped it. And the other end was basically the same thing, and that went to the engine ground. So all that here, red and green. Also have a precision drill set, right? High performance drill bit kit. And this lets me drill those pilot holes anywhere on the boat. I can drill a pilot hole and follow it up by a screw. Or if I need to drill it all the way through, I can do that as well. But that's another thing that I picked up over the last few months. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, my test light. An electrical test light. Basically that's a coil with a bulb on one end and a tester. That's probably downstairs. These are all the main tools that you needed, man. And it's gotten me through, that something that you would think would be simple is simple if you have the right tools. One little minor tool missing, all of a sudden it becomes, the greatest event you have to do, or more of a challenge that you need to accomplish without the tool. So anyway, that's the tools that I carry on board all times. And those are all stashed. They're all identified. I haven't graphed out. You know, it tells me here these are rigger's knives. It tells me here it's a small 2 kit. This one tells me that it's the Captain's Yard toolkit. This one tells me it's a Makita right angle drill. This tells me it's the electrical connector. So everything's labeled and put in its correct position. And they're all stowed underneath the seat. They're all stowed under here. I'll show you. All those tools get stowed under here. You can see that. Right? They just lay down. All those tools out there all fit under here. They're stacked up nice and neatly. And there's my level. That's a level that I use too. I need a level. It's my small level. And a bunch of other electrical stuff in here. Extra cords. And there's plenty of storage. There's a lot of storage in this boat. But anyway, that's the tools. Hope you enjoyed that tour.